Buddy, I just wanted to, before I start, I just wanted to tell you that this was a surprise meditation because I noticed that the slot was open tonight because normal, the normal meditation that's normally done this hour was done earlier today. So, I didn't really name it, but it's got to do with dreams. So, before I started, I'm going to say this is Marlo Brand, promoter of the Uncommon Knowledge, and before I start, I'm going to tell you a quick story. This is a story I had named it, and I wrote it down when it happened. This happened about a year ago. My middle son Hayden, he I used to put him to bed every night. So when I laid down with him this night, I used to sing Piano Man to them every night before they went to sleep. So one night Hayden looks at me and he says, "I'm not tired." And I look at him, I said, "Well, it's still bedtime." So I read him a couple pages from his book, and as he cuddled in to his blanket and pillow, he closed his eyes and drifted off. 5 minutes passed, and then Hayden wakes up again in terror. He says, "Dad, I had a bad nightmare. Can we say a little prayer?" I said, "Okay, fine." And I told him, "But here's how it's going to work. I'm going to say the prayer, and you have to repeat after me." He said, "Okay, no problem." And as I began the prayer, he repeated word for word exactly what I said. So I started, "Dear God, now I lay me down to sleep. Pray the Lord my soul to keep. Keep me safe through the night and wake me with the morning light. God bless Mom and Dad, Nans and Pops, brothers and sisters, and all my friends and all the animals. Dear God, help me to remember to take a deep breath, and when I'm angry, to take a deep breath. Dear Lord, help me to remember that when I'm afraid, to take a deep breath. And dear God, help me to remember that when I'm confused, take a deep breath. And dear Lord, help me to remember I can control my dreams, and it's a great place to practice and learn things. Amen." So Hayden closed his eyes and he said good night once more. We were lying down for a couple more seconds and he said, "Dad, I can't figure out how to control my dreams." And then I told him, I said, "Well, you need to practice. Use your imagination exercise," I tell him. So then he stops and he says, "I don't have time to practice, Dad." And I still see it, he exclaimed with fear. And I didn't understand what he was saying, but he was still having that same nightmare that he was having earlier. So what scares kids is probably much simpler than what scares moms and dads. Our problems are things like money loss and problems with the kids or pets or relatives. And then I asked Hayden what he was seeing. And he said to me in a scared voice, he said, "It's a teddy bear with a drumstick through his head." I tried not to laugh. And I said, "Is there any blood?" And he said, "No." But he still trembled when he said it. So I quickly form a plan in my head to fix this nightmare. And I'm curious about the faces of this bear and how it's making a 6-year-old so scared. And there's not even any blood. And then he says, "Okay, Dad." I said to him, "Okay, Dad, Dad's going to walk you through this imagination exercise." And I said, "Are you ready?" He said, "Yes, but I still see him." So I said, "Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and pretend you're a statue. Now listen for your heartbeat. This is how we start all of our imagination exercises and stories every night. I say, imagine your bear and see him remove the drumstick from his head, and the holes automatically sew up. And as the bear reaches down by his leg, he pulls out yet another drumstick. And piece by piece, the single parts of a drum set, your favorite color, and all of the drums that you like fall in place in front of the bear. And then he starts to play an amazing drum solo. Bump, 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 bumpity bump. And as I continue to make the coolest drum sounds that I could make, Hayden interrupts. He says, how can I sleep with all this drumming? So anyway, I giggle and try to be quiet as I change pace. And then he begins to change and clue it up. Rat-a-tat-tat, bump, bump, ching, ching. And as he finishes his drum solo, he throws the drumsticks up in the air, and then he spins his wheelie chair around to catch a piano. And then he starts to play an intro, and I hum the intro to Billy Joel's Piano Man. And then he starts to sing. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday as the regular crowd shuffles in, and I begin to sing the whole song. But as I'm singing the song, I add little pieces like, Mr. Bear, can you play me a memory? I'm not very sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. And I was singing all the parts as usual, as I usually do, and I occasionally pause and narrate what I can from the song. Now John is the waiter, and he passes the bear a glass of juice, and the bear sings, John at the bar is a friend of mine, and he gets me my juice for free, and he's quick with a joke or to clean up your sippy cup, but there's some place that he'd rather be. Sleep all night, have fun dreams, remember your dreams. Sing us a song, you're the piano bear. Continuing to finish the chorus. Over in the corner of the room is Paul, and he sells houses and stuff. Singing. Paul is a real estate novelist, and he always eats a healthy supper. And he's talking to Davy, who's still in the Navy, and always eats a healthy supper too. He brushes his teeth, and he pees in the toilet. And the waitress is practicing politics as the businessmen slowly drink milk. And they're sharing a drink they call brush your teeth. And it's just like, kiss your princess mommy. Sleep all night, have fun dreams, remember your dreams. Sing us a song, piano bear, sing us a song tonight. We're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. When I get to the next verse, I hear Hayden breathing heavily. So I'm thinking that he's asleep, and I start to sing the next verse. It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday, as the manager gives me a smile, 'cause he knows that it's me they've been coming to see to forget about life for a while. The piano, it sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a pamper. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? And as I finish that, I stop. Hayden interjects really quick. Bear, you mean, Dad, bear. And I laugh, and I continue correctly. Bear, what are you doing here? Eat a healthy supper, brush your teeth, pee in the toilet, sleep all night, have fun dreams, remember your dreams, and control your dreams. Kiss Princess Mommy. The song is finished and I check Hayden to see if he's asleep. And he's deep, snoring. So deep. So I just wanted to share that story before I started my trance. And I wanted to share this story with someone who's a little bit older than 6 years old, because that's just a normal thing for a young kid. Things are amazing. Everything is amazing. I thought it was pretty cool.
That was cool.
So, now on to the trance. The unconscious mind is interesting to observe. And as you drift down into that trance, you may have already noticed that since I began speaking that you're starting to drift into a trance, because just by talking to you, I already placed some pleasant meditation suggestions to help you relax deep and deeper since I've started to talk. Where those unconscious thoughts and images and ideas flash through the mind like schools of fish darting through a clear blue sea, startling as they suddenly appear, their strange shapes and forms, and then disappear to be replaced by others. Beautiful, strange, wonderful. In a couple minutes, I'm going to get you to briefly open your eyes and then have a quick look around. And as you do, you're going to notice that you're still fine and safe. But first, I'm going to explain to you how we're all connected. I want you to view everybody in this room, everybody sitting down or lying down in their trance or meditation trance, and you can see the beam of light connecting everyone in this room to everyone else in this room. And you can close your eyes, open your eyes and close your eyes again, and then go straight back to the exact place and time on your journey. Yeah, where are you now? Except when you go back, you're going to go 3 times deeper, 3 times as clear, 3 times more relaxed. Are you ready? Open your eyes now and have a quick look around, and then close your eyes again, back to your dream realm. That's it. Go down 3 times deeper, more clarity, more realistic, more relaxed than before. You're so cool, confident, collected. Continue your journey. You know where you are now. You're on your way, enjoying the pleasure of the peace of some kind of maybe nature walk, special to you. It makes you tingle and almost tickle everywhere that is good for you. Some thoughts and images are of the past, or maybe about the present, or maybe about the future, and perhaps you'll know how pleasant it can seem to see that what is to come can be good, pleasant, and beneficial, or perhaps that all will be a little less pleasant, maybe like a frightened fortune tellers of days gone by, predicting the end, seeing the gloom and misfortune to come, the manner of which tea leaves are left behind in a cup. All they can see is what is bad. When you look at your hands, I wonder what you can see. Can you see the future? Or is it in the past, that you see, or even the present? And is what you see good, or just what must be at the present? Real fingers, real thumbs. And do the fingers point to the past, or what will be? Who can tell? And what do you make of horoscopes in daily papers? How do they, or how will they suggest the wealth, the health, and the happiness? Do they suggest what's just around the corner? That every cloud has a silver lining? While the prophets of doom are abroad with their placards and slogans announcing the end of mankind. Positive thoughts, positive desires, positive beliefs, all leading to powerful and positive action, because you want to touch base with Mother Earth, because grounding yourself to that which truly is the first step to moving forward toward which you want to be. The best way to be grounded in this world is to be grounded to that which truly is, whatever that means for you. Please consider now that those birds who, as soon as they are born, they can jump out of the nest and fly. They don't have to learn. And now, on some large buildings with lots of glass, that shape of the hawk that is passed on the glass window to stop the birds from flying into them and harming themselves. The shape scares them away, and that cannot be unlearned. You know that you will not fall off the edge of the world. You know that tomatoes are not poisonous, and toads will not give you warts. And just believing that you can fly will not make it so, even though it can be fun to watch or play in your dreams. Superman or Peter Pan. Like anything, can be fun or not. And any knot can be untied as your unconscious mind finds its own way to unlearn for you and to see things in a different light, a warm, positive, comfortable light that allows things to change, feelings to change, to rearrange those thoughts and images, allowing the mind to foresee that change in the future and to enjoy noticing that change, watching it occur. And now, as you relax in that very special way, your unconscious mind, for your benefit, makes itself open to all the suggestions that I might make here, which are all for your benefit, and allow these suggestions to imprint deep in your inner mind, firmly fixed, embedded, so that they remain with you long after the leave here today, helping you to learn new ways to make these changes that you want to make for your own sake. And so for now, you can enjoy the feeling of deep and special relaxation, aware of those inner forces empowering you, enabling you to grow stronger, fitter, more confident in who you are and in your own special abilities and capabilities to do those things which are right for you, to concentrate your mind on those things which are positive and rewarding for you. You become aware of your special qualities, Recognize your own true worth. Your thoughts from this moment are directed outwards from yourself to what you sense around you. You become more relaxed, steadier, more settled, mentally and physically. At the end of each day, you will be pleasantly tired, remaining calm and confident in your newfound learning about yourself, and you will then settle down in your bed as your unconscious mind reminds you that it really is okay to be okay, and let it go now. And to give yourself permission to sleep so deep, so calm, a restful sleep, sleep restful, readying you for the day to come, a day when you will feel stronger and better, and each day you will become stronger and fitter and better and more alive, more confident in your ability to look after you in a way that your subconscious will find easy and automatic to do for you. I will now give you an anchor. You can know that your subconscious mind will be there to protect and guide you through the hours of the night, letting you know that it's okay, and to let you know that should your attention be required, should a child call out for you or an emergency happen, that you are instantly awake and aware. And then you relax again and resume the restful deep slumber when all is well, and all is well. And now as you continue to relax, each breath soothing you, I wonder how much attention you've paid to the different thoughts floating through your mind right now. Your mind can be so active as it relaxes, and then you can realize how difficult it is to remember what I was saying exactly 7 minutes ago, or what I was talking about 9 minutes ago, or what you were thinking about 4 minutes ago. But does it seem like too much effort to bother trying to remember? It takes more effort than it's worth, and so will you remember to just relax comfortably when it's really too much work, too much effort to bother at all? And so for now, you can take some time for yourself to go over it all and review all that you have experienced there while your body rests so comfortably here. So go ahead now, take a short time that can seem to be a long time, and you can let me know if you want that you've done it all in your head, all that is needed, returning to the surface if you want. Enjoying your freedom as you continue to dream vividly, remembering things that you saw in your dreams. Your concentration is enhanced by distractions, and you're learning to heal your own body, your self-repairing, repairing self. Enjoy your freedom, enhance your awakening. You exchange the knowledge between realms, knowledge exchanged, and the knowledge exchange remaining the master of your own universe and enjoying everybody else's, whatever that means for you. Maybe you can arrange to meet yourself from the past life in this dimension, or maybe meet yourself from a parallel dimension and compare notes, share ideas, brainstorm things like, what comes next? What do we expect? Expect the unexpected. Prepare to be unprepared. You can learn to do things, cool things that you always wanted. And as we get closer to the end of this trance, I will count you out, And when I reach the count of 5, you will be back in the room, so calm, so confident, so collected, and ready to become lucid, remembering all of your amazing trance experiences in all of your dream, and even more lucid in everyday life. 1. You're beginning to form many uses for this newfound realm and the ability that you can diagnose and treat any skill you learned, any knowledge or skill set that you have previously acquired or developed. You can use Dreamland to help you. This is a place for you to develop any skill set that you want, a place to practice, a place to think it through at the speed of thought. 2. Every day in every way, your abilities are becoming more obvious, pronounced to you, and you just acknowledge them. Just like every night, you remember every sight and acknowledge the small things, giving acknowledgments to triggers that your mind will use to repeat and present the similar findings as a reward for you being so observant. 3. Acknowledge and notice and notice and acknowledge. You are starting to develop an attitude of gratitude, and every time you complete a good deed or acknowledge and notice, you're developing a skill set. You'll get a jolt of pleasure starting at the base of your back, racing up your back like a massage from the source. A buzz of total pleasure. Maybe you can even feel it now. And before we finish, I'll give you 10 seconds of silence to develop a useful information for yourself, whatever this means to you. And when you finish making your personal message, you can reform yourself and you can feel another buzz of pleasure racing through your spine. It's just satisfaction. 5. Now as you come back to awareness, look up, feeling that pleasure spike once more, and now you see the colors, and they are clear, and they're more colorful, and your hearing and your taste and your sense of touch is also more sensitive, and all of your senses are enhanced as you have learned to holographically learn in this dream state, in your world and in your dream world.